scatter plot definition as a whole. Let's rattle that off, guys. A scatter plot is a coordinate plane display comparing two data sets. Excellent. All together, second part. This comparison allows you to see a correlation, if any exists, between the variables. Good. Second part is what we're going to get into today. Work with it more. So let's take a look at those graphs. We've got 5 of them right here. All 5 of them. So let's take a look at that worksheet right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All 5 graphs. First 2. It says strong and weak. Let's take a look at those. What is happening to your x and y values on those first 2 graphs? We've got 2 scatter plots right here that we're looking at particularly. What is happening to that x and y value? Is that x is what? What is happening to that y value? So as x is increasing, y is also increasing. Good. Very good. So in those first 2 blanks, I want you to write increasing and increasing. And then if we read that sentence together, it says as one set of data increases, the other set of data increases. That's exactly what we just talked about. Both are increasing. And what kind of correlation is that? If you look on our vocab chart here, what type of correlation? We've got 3 choices. Positive, negative, or no correlation. So raise your hand if you think it's a positive correlation. Hands down. Negative correlation. Hands down. And no correlation. Hands down. Good. Majority rules there. Most of you guys had your hands up for positive. So write positive in that blank right there. This is a positive correlation. X increases, Y increases, positive correlation. Good job. All right, let's skip over to this last box into these 2 graphs down here. So let's skip over here. What's happening to our x and y values? Let's look at those last 2 graphs. So we've got a weak and a strong again. What's happening to our x value? X value is increasing. But what's happening to that y value? It's going down. Good. It's decreasing. So in those blanks, that first one I want you to write increase. In the second one I want you to write decrease. Increase, decrease. So it says as one set of data increases, the other set of data decreases. That's exactly what those graphs are representing. Increasing, y value decreases. And what type of correlation do we think that is? Raise your hand if you think it's a positive correlation. Raise your hand if you think it's negative. And if you think it's no correlation. Good. Majority rules. Negative correlation. Write it in that blank right there. Negative correlation. Doing good, guys. Very good. And that leaves the middle. All those crazy scattered dots. What type of correlation does that leave us with? No correlation. NO. So in that blank right there, we've just got one blank in this box. NO. No correlation. And if you want to read that sentence, it says there's no visible relationship between the values. So x and y don't increase, decrease, no relationship. There is scattered dots everywhere. So any questions so far? We have a positive, negative, and no correlation. So we have to make the scatter plots just like we did yesterday. And then we've got to determine positive, negative, or no correlation. So any questions so far? Alright, so let's take a look at examples 1. So example 1, it says the age and weight of a baby. As a baby gets older, his weight blank. So as a baby gets older, so as you get older, your weight usually increases or you gain weight. So in that first blank, write increase. Both sets of data blank. Both sets, so as you get older, your weight increases. So x is increasing and y is increasing. So as both sets of data increase, that goes in the second blank. So if x and y increase, what type of correlation is that? Check your 3 boxes. Check your 3 boxes. Which one do you think that is? Increase should be that very first box, and it should be a positive correlation. So the age and weight of a baby has a positive correlation. Very good. Let's look at number 2. the amount of free time you have, and the number of sports that you play. So the amount of free time that you have and the number of sports that you play. So let's, athletes in here, let's think about this. Your free time blank as a number of sports you play blank. So your free time decreases as the number of sports you play increase. You have less time, you have less free time if you play more sports. Because you got to go to volleyball, basketball, soccer, etc. All those practices. So you have less free time. So your free time decreases as the number of sports you play increase. Therefore, this data has a what correlation? If one's positive and one's negative, check those boxes up there, should have a negative correlation. You should look in that third box. One increases, one decreases. This has a negative correlation. So any questions so far from 1 or 2? Alright, with your table partner, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes, and I want you to try 3, 4, 5, and 6. I want you to try those only with your table partner. Don't need to turn around. Only with your partner. Try 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tell me what type of correlation they have. Positive, negative, or no correlation. So take a couple minutes, and then we will look at these.